It's a bittersweet day. Mahmoud Ibrahim has finally been given permission to access his land, but only under the watchful eye of an Israeli soldier. There are 2 outposts nearby, and settlers have often harassed Palestinian farmers. Israel's solution was to close access to large parts of land to their legal owners, meaning Palestinians, unless with prior coordination. This means that people such as Mahmoud can only work on their land a few days a year.
We usually plant wheat by early January, but we were only given permission by the end of February. The wheat did not come out strong and we couldn't harvest in time. I'm gutted, especially when I see the settlers farming. My land is here, the settlers are on top of the hill, and they are always working. It pinches me in the heart.
The Ibrahim family owned about 8 square kilometers just 30 years ago. About 90% was confiscated by Israel and designated as state land. Decisions on which plot of land and where is to be taken away from their legal owners is made by the civil administration, basically the occupation headquarters here in the West Bank. Now, any land that is deemed not cultivated enough is confiscated under the pretext of security, but in reality, it's allocated to settlers. There are now 157 Jewish settlements and 100 more of outposts, both illegal under international law.
Well, the idea is very simple. It's basically to strangle the Palestinian communities in the West Bank and to make sure that they will be divided one from each other in order to rule the Palestinian population and to Judaize this area, the West Bank.
In the case of the Ibrahim's family, the blue areas on this map are the ones declared as state land. The green areas are ones that have been taken illegally, even according to Israeli law, and allocated to settlers, including Amichai, the latest settlement construction given the go-ahead by Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu. From the rooftop, Mahmoud can see the bulldozers digging his land, taken away without compensation. Land grabs and settlement building are the main stumbling blocks to the peace process.
In a sense, the Palestinians are between a rock and a hard place. We pay the price if we try to hold Israel accountable. And in the meantime, Israel acts with full impunity to continue its land theft and its destruction of the Palestinian state.
The Ibrahims now have a small amount of land left, mostly out of their reach. They own 1,500 olive trees. Soon the fruit will be ripe, but Mahmoud doesn't know if he will be able to reach them in time. Hoda Abdel-Hamid, Al Jazeera in the occupied West Bank.